There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, station uniting the world.
BCS music. Tell me, brother, tell me why you the kind, why you there. Tell me sister, tell me why you the love. When you get Olumba by your side, when you get the mighty for your front. His eyes are not blind, daddy cannot see your tears. His ears are not deaf, daddy cannot hear your cry. Just be patient, he'll lead out on Mama, and he will surely answer you. Inona sobu tukwasi chukwu obi oba kwebezina na chigi nonso onye neba kwebezina na chigi nonso wenile n'ụtụtụ n'ihe mana bani chigi nọnyere gị na-echekwaba gị atụmatụ ndị iro na ndụ gị agaghị enwe isi onye nwe gị ga-enye gị ndị mmụọ ka ha chere gị ebezina nwanne ebezina nwanne chi gị nọ nso chi gị na-echere gị onye na-ebakwa ebezina na chi gị nọ nso ebezina chukwu nọ nso Chidalumba loves you, he has conquered for you. Ebezina chukwu nọ nso Chidalumba loves you, he has conquered for you.
Ebezina, mama no cry again. Since you get Olumba, I got no the fear. All your problems and sorrows, Papa don't take them away. Can we no get filled? Now got the drive and fly. Him no light your fire. If you no deny him, make you know the tire to work for Olumba. Put your trust in him. You have no other God. Nothing man can do to you, just trust in Olumba. The Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. That Pharaoh in your life shall not cross the Red Sea today. Every obstructing walls of Jericho in your life shall fall down. Cause you belong to the Lion and the Lamb. Ebezina, Ebezina, Jukunanso, Jukunanso. Making all the worry, Papa Day. Okay, making all the worry, Olumba Day. The love of Olumba cannot be compared. The love of your father for you is so kakaraka. Yeah, see, anytime he call, he go answer. In the dreaded night, he go show up. When the sea is rough, he go calm him. When the road is lonely, he's your companion. He will never disappoint you. I say, oh, Jukunanso, Ebezina, Ebezina, Ebezina. Oh, he has conquered for you. Ebezina, Jukunanso. He has conquered for you.
Why you the worry, brother? Why you the lament, sister? When you get all them by your side day and night, when you get the mighty king by your side.
I'll never be afraid, brother. I'll never run and song. Cause I am a father of fathers, that answers by fire. It's calling down Olumba. Even in the darkest night, he always shine for this light so bright. Therefore, all enemies will never target me again. Never, never, never. He has conquered for you. It is not to put on soul. He has conquered for you.
Hello and good morning to you, beloved viewer. How are you doing today? How was your night? And sorry to ask, how was your weekend? Because we are still very early in the week. And we are live here. You're watching Starcross Television, and on your screen is the Morning Star Breakfast Show, where we bring to you beautiful segments, fun and exciting segments. As you know, I'm not always doing this alone. Today I'm here with a beautiful colleague, one of our very, very beautiful colleagues, Sister Stella Talbot. Sister Stella, how are you doing today?
Okay, good morning, Brother Oku. I'm doing very well. I'm very happy today.
I can see.
I'm seeing so many good things coming my way today. To our audience, good morning to you. How was the night? Trust you had a stress-free night, and today is going to be a very prosperous day for you too, just as it's going to be a prosperous day for me. I don't know about Brother Oku.
Yeah.
Okay, for us, today is going to be a very prosperous day, a day filled with bountiful blessings, a very blissful day. So I wish same to all our viewers for today and all the patronizers of Starcross TV.
Yeah, that's quite very brief, and truthfully, today is going to be super beautiful. It's another beautiful day for you to go out and get whatever you want. Yesterday was a beautiful segment on the Morning Star Breakfast Show where we did, I'll just give you a little rundown, where we did a beautiful segment, first segment on faith, and there was a quote from I think you copied a quote from Oprah Winfrey that says you can achieve anything. You can achieve anything that you believe or put your mind into. So you become what you believe. Anything you put your mind into, you can achieve that.
Yeah.
Just like we put our mind yesterday that we will have another show today. Look at-
Okay, now coming to that, that yesterday when I made mention of faith, I was
Yeah.
like, this particular theme is the gospel, everlasting gospel, but
Yeah.
I was not really specific about it.
Okay,
So
so
now today I
you're
just
specific
want
today?
to specific.
Okay, before we
It's-
move into the business of the day, let's hear. You want
Okay,
to
no,
brush,
like talking about the faith yesterday, I didn't
Yeah.
mention the particular chapter in the everlasting gospel.
so you want to give us the chapter? now?
Yes,
Go
yes.
ahead.
Volume 1, chapter 38. Chapter 38 talks about faith. So I don't just want to go back to what we actually talked about yesterday. Yes, I
yeah.
just want to chip that in because I was not really certain about the volume and the chapter.
Particular
Yes.
chapter, yeah.
So that was why I didn't really make mention of it. But I actually said it in the everlasting gospel, but I was not really certain about where we can actually find it. So volume 1, chapter 38, that's where we can find faith.
Okay, we heard from the Aussie Smart. That's what Miss EGC says. Volume 1, chapter 8 is where you can
Chapter
find.
38.
Oh,
38.
chapter 38.
Mhm.
Chapter 38 is where you can find
Faith. The
faith,
theme faith,
and
yeah.
all the theme faith and what we discussed about. And to give you a brief rundown, some of the things we discussed about was specifically that you can get all your to-do list, like everything you ever said you are going to do, you can get them. You can make them happen. So that was that for yesterday. You've not missed anything, or if you actually missed, because you may want to get it in
Details?
full in detail, you can go back and watch everything on our YouTube channel. You don't fret, you can go back and get it free of charge. We don't charge you anything. Then apart from that, we also had the rundown of our Father's Advice and Blessings. It was a beautiful one because last week was
Education fellowship.
education fellowship week.
Anniversary.
So anniversary. Was it? Yeah, anniversary week something. So our father came out and he poured so much blessings. But some of the things that we really captured yesterday was that he made mention that some of the things we are being taught here, some of the things you may learn here, you cannot learn
Learn
them
anywhere.
anywhere. Like those kind of information. There are a lot of information here in the kingdom of God that are not available for anyone outside of this place. So that was that. No, apart from that, he also constituted
Okay, committee for the
Committee
forthcoming
for the
mega
forthcoming
event.
mega events. Yeah, and he made the head
Yes, His
His
Grace,
Grace,
Archbishop Nathan.
Uzoma.
Yeah.
That's why I like having you on set. You always have my back. Okay, so
Okay. Don't be too comfortable because I might punch you someday.
you know I always come for you. You know I always come
Oh,
for
that
you.
was just on the light hand.
All right. So after which yesterday we had a very fun segment.
Yeah. I
Like,
can't
it was
wait.
like segments of almost like segments of the day. I wouldn't really say, but it was a very fun one. If you're a lover of sports, there was everything you could ever want about football. We had football
Analysts or
resource people. They came up here and there were a lot of calls actually. There were a lot of arguments. But don't worry, it's going to be even more beautiful by next week. In fact,
Yep.
next week I promise you I'll be there and you will. Let's leave it. Let's leave it for next week.
Okay.
And that that show carries so much passion.
Passion,
And
yeah.
and personally, it's something I have a lot of passion,
Passion for.
Yeah. Sport is something I've been doing like from inside my mother's womb. We've been.
Okay, when it comes to sports, I'm also I'm also a lover of sports, but
Okay.
football in particular, I'm not just a fan of football. So like when I was on set yesterday with all those professionals, I was just like the novice in midst of the professionals. So I was like when I don't know, I can remember Zaha, Fabregas, and but other name I can't remember. Casemiro. Okay, when he was
It's a common name. What is
making
it?
mention of all those leagues.
La
I
Liga,
was
Premier
like-
League.
I was like, where am I? What is this?
Yeah, I could see it from your face, and you were just like, okay.
Okay, let me keep on being the
Let's take
novice.
this call.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see it from your face, but don't worry. Thank God the show is here to stay. So from next week, you'll just sit back and learn a lot. In fact, you very soon you'll be the one telling us, look, this United did. I
My
heard you
dear,
mention.
I don't know.
But what sport do you do apart from?
I'm just a lover of basketball. I love basketball.
Oh, that's
but
beautiful.
not that I'm really,
You are
really
very
into
good
it.
at
No,
it.
no, no. I'm not very good at it.
But you like
I
the
just
game.
yes. I just.
Yes,
love the
it's a
game.
good thing to like doing sports. Like it's healthy. Exercise is
Yeah.
very healthy for the body. So, and that was some of the things we covered yesterday. After which it was just a brief rundown and pow, we're gone. Now we are here again today to scatter the table, and I'm going to leave the house now for you know who. She's always hitting us all the the best motivational quotes in the world. So
Wahala.
Miss EGC, and she's also Miss EGC, but you've been doing this before you became Miss EGC, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like your thing. Let's eat us.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Oku, for that singular opportunity. You're always, I don't know. Okay, thank you.
Let's move forward.
Okay, I'm gonna center my quotes. Okay, being that this month is month of love, month of a month where you celebrate love, where you dish out love, where you give out love. You understand? Come next week, I think Tuesday, next week Tuesday 14th, we're gonna be wishing ourselves happy Valentine, happy days, happy that. But here in BCS, we wish ourselves happy anger-free day.
Yeah.
Yes, happy power of love and all of that. So I'm gonna center my quotes today on love. Not just any kind of love, brotherly love. Yes,
Yeah.
brotherly love. I think we can draw that from Everlasting Gospel, Volume 2, Chapter 18. Yes, Volume 2, Chapter 18 talks about brotherly love. So what this entails is, I think the first paragraph, the first spiritual food in that chapter, first paragraph says, you should be able to accommodate everybody, give out things to people, because you never can tell whom at that particular point in time you're actually helping. You might be helping your guardian angel at that particular point in time. You might be serving food to angels. You might be feeding angels at that particular point in time, unknown to you. So it's very, very pertinent that we are open to everybody. But just that in this life we find ourselves, in this present generation, the way things are, you just can't be that open to some extent, you know, just for your own security, just for your own good. But this portion is trying to tell us that we should see how to shun segregation, you know, see how to shun any kind of discrimination. This person is not from my country, or is not from my tribe, is not from my village, is not from my community, is not from my this, not from my that. So because of that, okay, you don't have the same skin color, this one is fair, this one is, so because of that I cannot share what I have with him or her. I cannot give him or her this opportunity. You know, we kind of have this kind of happenings like on a daily, like in this particular country you find ourselves. Like when opportunity comes, we look for persons that are from our communities, from our village, from our family, to favor them first before thinking of the next person. Even if this person we're trying to favor that are from our communities are not actually eligible for this particular opportunities, but we just want to favor the persons that are from our lineage first, you understand, before considering the next person. You understand? So what this person is trying to say is just try to see how to shun segregation, shun discrimination, because you never can tell whom the person you're helping is. You never can tell what you actually be in need of tomorrow, that this person will also be in a position to help you. But if and only if, or if you were not, like, you didn't actually dish out that spirit of love, or dish out that opportunity to that person when he actually needed help, trust me, the person might also want to do same to you when he or she is in a position to help. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah.
So like, the love I'm trying to talk about is not our mundane love, or the kind of love we have for I don't know how to actually classify it, but what I'm trying to say is the brotherly love we are being taught by our Heavenly Father, His Holiness Olumba Olumbabu. Brotherly love, for us to love your brother as you love yourself. Hey, let me just fine tune it that way. Just as you love yourself, also see how to love brother. Oh cool, I don't even love me the way I love you. Okay, just the way I love myself. This portion is trying to say, Stella, the way you love yourself, also love brother Oku the same way. So I don't know, brother Oku, the way I love you, do you love me the same way?
I think the question would have been, do you love me the way you love yourself?
Oh,
yeah.
okay, now you're not trying not to reverse the question. Okay, now the truth is, I might not actually, like, I don't know, I might not actually give out the same love I have for myself to you per
That's
se.
what you're advising me to
Yes,
do.
per se, but I'm just saying it in a more natural way.
Yeah.
I may not be able to dish out the way I love myself, dish out the same love for you. But that notwithstanding, we should also practice how to love one another, even if it's not the way I love myself, but at least just give out that practice of love. Just at least show something. Just show something that you actually love me, or I actually love you, the brotherly part of love. So it's not by you carrying it on your head that, okay, I love this person, but at least in words or in actions, you should at least see how to practicalize what
That
our Father
love.
teaches ahead. That's theme of love in the everlasting gospel. Volume 2, chapter 18.
Okay. You want me to ask you questions?
I don't know. You may not necessarily ask questions. I don't see. I don't,
You don't
see,
see any
much.
question
Yeah, I don't
yet?
see any questions. But you just make inputs. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't see any questions.
I can
from
see
that
you're trying to run away.
No, I'm
from
not trying to run away. You
responsibilities. You are the ambassador.
No. Ask whatever question you want to ask, but you should know how to fine tune your questions, and then also make inputs. Before asking questions, make inputs. Maybe where you don't understand, I might, in my own little way, try
That's
to
the
see how
question.
to.
Like,
Okay.
I will not ask if I actually
Okay.
did
Hit
understand.
it.
Okay, funny enough, I didn't have any question. I was just trying to pull your legs.
Okay.
You're already scared, like,
No.
you should not ask, fine tune your question.
No. I'm not scared.
I see. I know you're not scared. After all, I've always been asking you questions, and you're not dead. You're still here.
Okay.
But if I can get you very clear, what you're saying is we should have a heart of charity. Now, we should be charitable. We should listen to the portion that says, if you have two, give to your brother. And we should have this pure, natural, brotherly love. And then we should love our neighbor the way we love ourselves, just like our Christ have said. But I asked you a question. Do you love me the way you love yourself?
That's what I was trying to say. Yes, you understand. There was an underlying statement there. I might not. I am human, my brother. I am human. So dishing out that part of love, like the way I love myself wholeheartedly, dishing it all out to you, like I should also love you the same way. My brother, I am not God. It's only God that can do all of this. Only thing I can do is for me to just try. Just for me to try and see how I can.
So would you try?
Can love you.
You see, you don't even want to try.
Calm down. That doesn't mean I don't love you, but that cool. That doesn't mean I don't love you. There are
Okay.
some things I know I can actually share with you. There are some things, opportunities I know if maybe I'm in that position to help.
Okay, let's make it very clear.
Okay.
On a general concept, not just me. There are so many other people are watching us.
Yeah.
Let's say anyone.
Yeah, you're actually
At
representing
all.
those persons.
Yeah. So use me to represent them, no problem. So if you're going to give out gifts for a Power of Love Day, like the 14th of February, I'm here. So go ahead.
If I'm going to give out a gift, I don't know if I have gift to give out. First off, you should be able to give out what you cannot give out what you don't have. So it's on to you when you have it now, is it not? When you have, then you can give out. You cannot claim to be a giver of things when you know you don't really have those things. Stop being sentimental. Don't even be carrying it on your head. Don't be Brother Oku, are you listening to me? You understand? Don't try to impress. You know you don't have that thing. So why go to give out something you know you don't have? You understand? There's a legal maxim that says nemo judex in consensual, meaning you can't give what you don't have. So what is there for you to give when you yourself you know very well you don't have this clothes, and now you're wishing to give out something you don't have, this particular clothes, to somebody? So how do you where do that stuff actually emanate from? Where can you actually get it from? You must first of all have before you can think of giving out to somebody. So talking about the 14th of February, the Power of Love Day, but how cool, if I have something to give to you, I'll definitely do it. If I don't, forget about it.
I would not love to maybe dig you in because I don't want to discomfort you.
No, you
saying
should. You should. You see, today, like, I'm just open. You understand? Today I'm open. I'm just very free today. I just love the atmosphere of today. I just love how today is coming, and I sincerely believe that today is going to end very well.
Really?
Yeah, it says I'm just having that positive feeling. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I'm just feeling it.
Yeah, and I feel it too, actually, because just like we said, starting the day, that today is a beautiful day to go out and get it. So I'm, in a way, trying to get it for 14th of February.
Okay. Okay.
So that was beautiful. Thank you for that particular motivational quote of today that that
Love.
centers on love. We also discussed yesterday a little about love, while we
yeah.
were discussing about faith. Some of the things that personally I noticed was that almost everything our Holy Father had ever taught us or explained to us, it all
Boils down to
boils down to love. Yeah, boils down to love. And if we can at least have a little,
More like
a small atom,
1/3.
then to be very, very sincere, to be very honest, we will solve so much problems. Like, in
Problems.
fact, there will be no problems. That's why he has already said there is no witch, there is no this, there is no. That's because he had pure love
Yeah.
for each and every one of us. He came, he sacrificed, he did everything without requesting anything in return, and he's still doing that out to today. Just like our father said, "My father worketh hitherto, and
Mm-hmm.
I too am working."
Okay.
So I hope we are also working.
We are trying. We are trying.
So and
we are
also
trying.
if he can, if we have the ability or a little, or he can give us the ability to have a little of what he has, like a little part of his love, the love he has for humanity. If we can exhibit it a little, in fact, we will have no problem, like
At all.
no single
At
problem
all.
in life. I will not want to repeat some of the things we've done already, so we will leave that. But there is a very wonderful segment coming your way after this.
Okay.
As you already know, would you like to hint? Would you like to hint? I know you're a lover of songs, like some of the very. I see you every time in your competitions at the front trying to
Brother Oku.
impress, but you end up.
No. I take
Carry
that back.
the
Take
last.
that back. I don't try to impress my brother.
What do you try
I
to
don't try to impress. I'm just always there. I'm just there.
Why do you hate the word trying to impress?
No, I'm not trying to impress you. You're just making it sound like I'm always wanting to do that thing. Meanwhile, I'm not trying to impress my brother, my sister.
Okay, don't
I'm
get
just-
angry. Like
No,
trying
I'm-
to impress is not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you are trying too hard to impress. Now, you want to impress your crowd. You are in a competition. You have to try to impress the judge. Like it's not a bad word.
Okay,
trying
except
to
except you're actually coming from a different angle, like from.
yeah, I was
from
actually
where
coming
I'm
from a
saying
different
it.
angle.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, when trying to impress is bad, I know there are some in a context. In this particular context, is a very good thing. Like you are in a football pitch, for instance, you have to try to impress. Like it's a good thing to try to impress or to impress, not just try. You don't have well, you have to do it. Like impress us. So you were in a competition, you have to impress. Then, but if you are not in a competition, it's real life. Who are you in the world trying to impress? So in that context, then you can use that. But I was not trying to spite you. In a competition, you have to impress. So you're always trying to impress, actually, but you end up. I don't want to. What's your position last? Your last competition was.
Okay. No. Talking about my choir's last position, you can't just heap that on my head, and because I was trying to impress and I ended up not impressing anybody. No. No, that individually we actually did
Explain
our best.
to our audience.
That's what I'm trying to say. Individually, we did our very best. Like,
Collectively, what did you
collectively,
do?
we also did our best. Little we could, but that we did not actually get to the top, or we didn't. We came first from any position at all. That does not mean we didn't do anything great. You understand?
No, when
We
you say
did-
you didn't do anything great,
we didn't like that does not mean we didn't actually put in all our best, all our
or
effort.
your
you
best was
understand?
not good enough.
Maybe, just maybe it was not, but maybe our
Then you shouldn't
collective
call it
best was
best.
not good
If your
enough.
best, collective best is not good enough, you should even call it best.
Then our individual best, at least we tried. We did something individual.
Or at least you
We-
guys competed.
we
yeah.
competed. Not at least we competed. No, not at least we competed. At least from the angle of the rendition,
Yeah.
the blendition. There's something
Yeah.
the difference between rendition. The blendition
Yeah.
is when your voice blends.
Yeah.
So at least we tried. We blended. You understand to some extent.
Yeah.
The cell voices we blended.
Yeah.
That's very 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 particular. We blended. But I don't know the angle that was actually coming from. Like the first from the other person or from the other angle was. I
What
don't
do
know
you
where
guys,
it
so
actually
up to now you don't know what you did wrong, like what you guys did wrong.
I don't want us to start talking about that.
what you
Yes.
guys did wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
but let me give you a little thing. I think I actually watched the competition.
Okay,
right?
brother.
But no.
Brother
That is,
Aku.
we are going to be talking about songs, so I just want to like give my own intake. My take is that you did very well. Like you in particular, you did very well. I watched that competition.
Brother Aku, please, let's not go
But
there.
it's just
Let's not
that
go
it's
there.
just that there is no prize for who sang well. Like there's only prize for there's only a prize for the conductor and the choir. So if someone inside the choir sang very well, did very well, nobody really cares. I would say you were first in who sang well. So let's leave that.
Okay.
And hints. What are we getting into the
A
next
hint.
section?
Okay, now we're going to talk about inspirations, like the various songs that inspires you, whether BCS songs, worldly songs. Like when I say worldly songs, like this gospel songs from all those gospel artists and all of that. So that's what that's the hint I'm asked from my boss. That's the hint my boss actually said I should give to you. What are those songs that inspires you? That's for me. Oh my goodness God. Almost all the songs inspires me. Almost all the business songs. Almost, not all. No.
Well, we'll list them. We'll list them.
I should.
We will list
Okay,
them.
we'll
But
list them.
Let's
Okay.
let our audience enjoy what other people have been doing.
Okay.
Like, let's look into the streets and see what's been going on there. So
Okay.
we'll take a short break now. Don't touch that dial. You will see everything about beautiful, good gospel songs.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station. With sweet.
It's a wonderful and amazing moment out here in the streets of Calabar, and today we are bringing you which song best inspires you more in your daily activities. Today we are on the street to ask people which song best inspired them most. Stay tuned as we'll be bringing you more opinions.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station. With spiritual messages reaching the world.
Starcross Television.
The song is a Toro Jesus Kikwo, because whatever you do, you must appreciate Jesus as the creator of the world.
Okay, sir, please, can you sing it to us?
Well, I'll try. Though I'm not a good singer, but I can try. A Toro, a Toro, a Toro, a Toro Jesus Kikwo, a Toro, a Toro. Etoro, etoro, Jesus Kikwo, etoro, 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 Jesus Kikwo, etoro.
Well, in which religious or
Yes. Yeah, especially religious.
I don't like music. I'm not a type that like music because of I do not. I hate what music come with noise, especially of these days. All the music these days are generating so much intensity of noise.
Okay, sir, so how do you cope when you go to church?
In my church, we don't naturally like that kind of a loud music. We just, but I'm a Catholic. We don't like setting of a very loud music background.
I know one of those songs from Orumba, Orumba na my super daddy. You can help me so that you can keep on.
Okay. Yes. Olumba na my super dad.
Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Are you to enjoy this song though? When I enjoy it, when I play in the CRBC, are you to enjoy it then? But they are not playing in CRBC again. And I don't know why they're not in this local station again, so that I'll be enjoying their song.
Well, there is a lot of song in the market, but basically it's Christian song that I love so much.
Can you sing it for us, please?
Well, it's someone that get good voice that I can sing now. If I didn't have good voice, how would I sing?
You can just sing a verse, I'll help you.
Like the song that normally I always cherish so much, like the Chinyo Doma, like the Alo Maki de Magio Nimentumo. That is the Alo mean good thing that he have done into my life. That is the meaning of the song.
As a Christian, I really believe and fall in love with Christian music, such as the likes of composition by G. Evangels, most especially the most famous Hallelujah. The air, the sky, the sea, who gave the light its breath, careth for me. That's just a stanza of the hymns.
Christian music.
Like which one? Can you sing a verse?
Siafomu Terentowo. By Mercy. Chinwe.
Just sing it.
Siafomu Terentowo. Siafomu Terentowo. Boy come do, I walking fun. Boy come do, pouring in the field. Boy come do, I walking fun. Boy come do, pouring in the field.
The song that inspires me is Osinachi, because if you can look all our music, it's so touching, and our music, she's always lit by the Spirit of God, not those music that you are hearing that they sing because of money. When you see the side of Osinachi music, you know that she's a spirit-led woman. Understand?
So can you just sing any of the songs?
Yes, one of the songs that I could remember is the one that says that you should cry now. You should cry now that Christ has not come. Understand? Because during that time of rapture that it will be too late. Understand? He say, whatever that you want, you know, the cry that you will cry during that time. You see, it is now that you need to cry it.
Okay, can you sing a verse? Just sing a verse.
You sing the verse. No, I'm not good in singing the verse, but I'm just telling you the music that inspired me most.
Song by Nathaniel Bassey.
Can you sing a verse of it?
How do I start?
If you have any other one, you can sing apart from that one.
The name of the song is "You Are the Pillar That Holds My Life," something like that. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I really don't know the song, but I just love it.
Okay,
let me try. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.
Thank you very much for staying tuned. This is how far we can take you on today's interview. I know you've heard a lot of opinion. Which song best inspired them? Don't go anywhere. I will be linking you back to the studio.
Welcome back. You're watching Star Cross Television, and on your screen is still the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Before we went on that short break, we gave you an hint that we're going to bring a wonderful segment, a song segment, a segment my colleague love so very dear. And that my colleague, as you know, I'm not still doing this alone. I'm here with Sister Stella Tabot, aka Unique Tabote. Sorry for putting that Tabot. But I don't know, I feel it's refreshing to be saying Tabote. Yeah, I feel it's refreshing.
You're actually free. You're free to say anything. You know what? I am just, like I said yesterday, I'm just open to whatever suffix or prefix that comes to the tabote or whatever. So I'm just, you can just add something to the tabote if you have
Tabotelism. It's a wonderful name. It's unique, and it will make it more unique. You will be adding a lot of unique stuffs.
Okay.
Okay. So before we went to that short break, we had a lead to quotes that actually did center on love, that we should have absolute love, brotherly love, like the love that solves every problem, like the kind of brotherly love. What are you laughing?
no, don't worry.
Okay, so that we should have absolute love. Just like she mentioned that in Everlasting Gospel, volume 2, chapter what?
18.
Chapter 18. If you have if you have something that is true, let's say you have 2 phones, give to somebody one, like somebody. That somebody could be anybody. Could be me. Could be anybody. And especially, what better time to do it like than this time? I know the Power of Love time.
Yeah.
The 14th of February, anger-free day. You don't have to be angry. Then on top of that, you need to have love. I just like that day. That day is going to be very refreshing. So if you have 2 phones, for all my friends that have 2 phones, know that you're going to be giving somebody one. Just make sure you are charitable. That's what this month is all about. But after that, this time or this period is centered on songs. This particular segment is centered on songs. What are those songs that inspires you? Like, what are those songs that when you hear it, it kicks in? Like, everything in you, all your motivation, everything kicks in. What are those songs? Before I go, I'll not go first. I'll let her go first.
You always allow me go first.
Yeah, ladies first. Have you forgotten?
Okay,
you guys made that law. I don't know who made that law, but you guys did. So yeah.
Okay, talking about songs that inspire me in particular. Okay, we've heard from other presenters on the streets, getting inspirations or getting opinions from other people in the streets about songs that actually inspire them. Some persons talked about one, Ituro fucking Kiko, I don't know what that means. And then other persons gave different songs that actually inspires them. Me in particular, being a BCS child, so many songs inspire me. A lot of songs inspires me as a BCS child. And then particularly this song happens to be one of my songs in the hymn.
Yeah.
Oh, please just pardon me. Don't ask this particular question because I've forgotten the hymn number. I've forgotten the hymn number. Like but the song is, I don't even know the song, but they're cool. Yeah, just free to sing with me. No, I am your defender. Your strength. You don't know the song?
I know the song. I've heard the song. I don't know how to sing the song.
You don't know the ref too? Your confidence should be in me. I am the one and only God to save.
Okay.
I shall lift you high.
I know she loves songs.
Higher. I am the one and only God to save.
Okay, when you hear that song, what comes to your mind?
I just feel like all my problems, all my predicaments, all my challenges in life are being solved. Like, I don't know. In fact, I'm just becoming very emotional right now. Like, when the song comes through my mind, or whenever I'm singing the song, I just feel fulfilled. That's just a simple word.
Okay.
I just feel like, oh God, this my request has been granted. This thing I have been waiting for a very long time has been answered, has been solved. In fact, the solution is just before me. Like, I'm seeing solutions. In fact, me and the solution, we're just looking at ourselves eyeball to eyeball. So like, this particular song makes me very emotional. Like, not this particular song alone, but this is one of the songs.
Okay, we'll do 5 songs.
Okay.
Now, yeah, I would. It's going to be very beautiful, right?
Okay.
We'll do 5 songs. That means our next segment will come in handy, like maybe towards the end.
Okay.
So we'll do 5. I like the energy. I also have so many songs.
Okay, now I've given one. You give me one.
So you give one. There it will be fun. You give one. I give one.
Okay, now I've given one. Give one.
Mine is. There's this song. The song is really beautiful. It's by my brother. What's that his name again? Atabashobori Betel.
Okay.
You may remember him.
I don't know. I might.
There's this person that sings very well in Abashobori Betel.
Brochino.
No, the one before Bro. Oh yeah, Ubong.
Okay.
Die Fioge mi.
Okay.
Duem kakaiso.
Kisonge mi. Amawo iduge. Abasi pong ekemendi the fio kuna wafo ukune muno.
Okay, that's alright. That's alright.
Okay.
Now,
what's the meaning of the song, please?
Okay. That if you give me do kakai, so take this knowledge, what this that's been given to you, and proceed with life, live with life. Ki songemi ama we do in this world nobody really loves you the way you think.
I get that.
But then Basic Bonge came and the depth feel. Now only God can hide you. Like, you know, a lot of times when you know you've done something really wrong, and at the end people don't get to know, like you just go scot-free.
But that big eye, it's just that big eye up there that sees and
like,
knows what you actually did.
Thank you, Lord, for saving me. You know, so that person that time is God. That is also Abasik Boy came and did the fee. Only God can hide you, can shield you, can heed you. Then that's the best part I like in the song. Like every time I listen to that song. Okay, let me finish interpreting. Means don't carry your predicaments and pour to anybody. Don't go and kill somebody with your problems. Like, discuss your problems with the Father. Walk in secret, and He will bless you in secret. There are so many duets to the song that I really love, but this is not mixed tune, so we'll not bump into it. So, and also what that song really inspires me of is I think it's a kind of prayer. It makes me feel very close to God. Every time I sing that song, I really feel close to God.
Okay.
So you can go.
Okay, now my second song is also one of my best songs that inspires me. This song, I'm always like, whenever I'm in the physical presence of the Father, like in His holy sanctuary, whenever I have this opportunity to talk, I'm always raising the song because I feel like that's my prayer requests. All the prayer requests I've actually tabled over the years, over the months, over the weeks, has been answered. Like, you know, before I sing this song, let me just say something. At times I'm always asking myself, before now I've been asking myself, God, when do I have opportunity to talk before your presence? When will you call my name, start to talk? When will you do this? When will you do that? Most times I'll just be going to the vestry, and then when they begin to the end, nothing happen.
And you're just gonna be like, do I even exist?
Seriously, like all of that. So the very first day Father called my name, like I think Abbas Unica, we went to visit the Father, and then the list of escorts was presented to the Father, and then I was like, I was the choir mistress before this inauguration. I was like the last person in the list, but the Father called me first. No, I think second to last. I think we had other school members after me, but the Father actually called me first. And it's something I least expected. I was like, that day I did not expect I was going to call my name.
It's always like that.
When I heard Sister Stella Talbot, I was like, Jesus Christ. And the other, my fellow Abbasite, they were like, they laughed because something you least expected. So the Father gave me the opportunity to talk. The very first song that came through my mind, and I was like, Father, please give me the opportunity to sing the song. Do you know the song?
No, I don't.
Akami, awesome.
Nice song.
Awesome is so wrong. Akami, awesome is so wrong. Akami, awesome. Awesome is so wrong. Akami, awesome. Awesome. Oh my goodness.
I see.
Oh.
You know why I said that you actually should have won the best singer in that particular competition? But unfortunately, there's nothing like that. Nobody's going to give you that prize.
My goodness. So that song reminds me of a whole lot.
Yeah, I think that it should be very memorable in that. Also, the day you actually had the chance to sing it, every time you hear that song, that day will come to your mind.
Right.
And what a day to have God in front of you, and it's I can see.
Okay, so just for me not to go into the other realm, let me just allow it to lie. So that is one of the songs that actually gives me more inspirations. Like when I say more inspirations, because according to the lyrics, the meaning of
Yeah.
the song. I may not really be able to interpret the song very well. Doku, I don't know if you can help me, but if you can.
Okay, let's do this. You say akami ko
Awesome.
You say a wrong. You say bekwe wrong. It means that my prayer I've gotten to the throne of God, like the throne of the Lamb. Bekwe wrong. The Lamb.
Okay.
And what's then he is going to do, I know that he's going to do everything. That pupru means everything, everything that I have asked for, like I have begged for.
Okay, so that's just the summary of the song.
That's
Because the
the
song
end.
is very long. The song is long.
Yeah,
So,
well, it's a nice
so
song.
that's
Also-
just it.
Yeah,
You
that's-
want me to continue?
No, don't continue. No, because I know you want to continue, but don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay,
We have
so-
tomorrow for that.
Okay.
Okay, mine. Another one is anyone that have seen me the all time might have heard this. There's this song I don't know why I really like it so much, but it's just pleasing. Kodogo Jesse Emek
Eddie them honor me, oh. Amen. Eddie them honor
me. Mafia Nworondi Ke otu me Gentiles Ofuredom Eyenendi Tongonomi. No, let's sing it. Let's sing it again. Now, this song, okay, I still have to interpret, okay. Kodogo Jesse, I have never interpreted this song anywhere. I think this is the first time.
Okay.
It's feeling weird. Okay. Kodogo Jesse, Emek Edidemonomi. Go and tell Jesse. I think this particular song is a Bible portion. But I've forgotten the Bible portion. Kodogo Jesse. Go and tell Jesse to choose a king for me, like a ruler, a leader for me. Then it's like the same thing, like it's just like the as
So the
different
other one, the
rhythms.
duet you. Okay.
Mafia Nworondi. Now I have emanated again from the Gentiles. Emanated again from the Gentiles, meaning he's out again. He has come out again from the Gentiles. That's a beautiful one. Like all knees is going to. He's going to, like, it's definitely all knees are going to. We are all. They are all. Everybody. Everything is going to bow to this king that JC have choose.
Okay.
I think I really need to study that song. But this particular song, for some weird reasons, is one song that has never left my head from the first day. From the first day I ever heard the song. I was a Sabbath when I heard the song. It was sung by one old True Christ witness, and it was very refreshing. I was like, and the duets, especially the duets. Toto Keyo Adam Emana Olumba.
Okay.
So it especially duets, like from the time of Adam. So it almost like somebody's telling me a bedtime story. Like if there was one thing I would like to play while I'm sleeping, it should be this song. So that is that for that song.
Okay.
Over to you. I've been on 3. This is the third one. I think let's finish at 3.
Okay, 3. There's a particular song that is trying to cross my mind. I've forgotten. It's actually a morning prayer, morning devotion song.
I also like
morning devotion song. One of my morning devotion songs. I've forgotten. Okay. Well, let me just go with this one. You want to say something? You want to remind me?
I want to remind you. There's one too I
Okay.
like, but it's by this sister, one sister Inyang, like that. I love it. Used to say that. It's like a fun song. It was a morning prayer song.
Okay.
Like, everybody came back by Satan.
Okay, first one in touch no man.
Yes.
Okay,
That song is funny.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay, the one I'm talking about is actually a hymn, morning devotion hymn. So,
Okay. There's one too.
yeah,
I
morning
like.
devotion hymn. I've forgotten it, but okay.
But let's leave it.
Oh, this other song from, I think it was also from the True Christ Witnesses Natural Body.
Oh, Papa.
Then they do it.
Kidemo.
Kidemo. Oh my goodness. I just love the song. Whenever the song is being raised in the hall, like I feel this kind of vibes. His holiness on the Malumba.
Yeah, it's
I just
very.
love it. I just love the song.
It's a beautiful song. Yeah.
Okay, so that is it.
That's a wonderful song. Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I did not really know how powerful this song was until 2012, Abba Father.
Okay.
So during Abba Father, that song was actually rendered when the Father just entered the arena. So we matched the Father, and he climbed. Immediately he climbed, the people started
singing the song.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
oh, so spirit filled. Oh
like,
goodness.
And you know the movement.
Yes.
He knows how to do his thing.
Yes.
And
You actually understand, or you feel the impact of the song more when it is sang slowly.
Slowly. It was actually slowly.
Oh my goodness, God. Oh my goodness, God. Oh my goodness.
And now there was, trust mega event, there was massive crowd. Like, there was crowd. The entire Calabar, it's almost as if the whole Calabar was singing this particular song. And I was like, oh, this is God.
Right?
Because, you know, and now the way the Father was moving, you know, the Father also, he was not like dancing, that he was just...
Yeah.
Like, and if you check the meaning, it's very refreshing. Like, Gentile. Now, the blacks, Gentile is actually the tribe of Esau.
Okay.
And so the Gentiles had put their hope on on his name, like Gentile and Kenyan Asia. So when he is dancing, and like we are chanting that oh power, all those things, and now the song is telling us that our hope is on his name. Like, this is always I don't know how to explain the feeling.
Goodness.
Yeah, the feeling is out of this world. Like, it's very out of this world.
Okay.
So. And that is that for the mind. Enjoyed your one until I forgot to.
Okay.
Okay. Also, there is this hymn. There's this hymn too. So I don't look as if it's only you that knows him. There's this hymn that I like really like. It's Bam kak ban kan san mufo That's one. Let me give the last one. Then there's this other hymn. It's the best hymn in the world.
For you.
For everybody. Don't worry, when I mention it, you will know that it's for everybody.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. The best hymn in the world for everybody is, you know this child blessing hymn? You don't know the hymn?
No, I don't. If it's the best hymn for everybody, then I should be able to know it.
No, it's very occasional. Like, you know, some very special things are not common.
Okay, okay, let's hear it.
Oh gosh!
That is actually not the best hymn for everybody. No.
No, but have you been to a child blessing before?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen where they are blessing the child? Like, what song did they sing?
I don't know. I have forgotten. That's why I'm debating that it's actually not the best hymn for everybody.
Okay. Let's do the last one.
Okay.
I'll let you go first. And then I'll give you the hymn after which.
No,
this is the very last one before we go. Yeah, let's do the very last one. The very last one. I'm the anchor.
Okay.
Let's do the very last one.
Okay, don't want to use the opportunity.
I want to use this opportunity.
Okay, the last one. I'm still trying to recall that morning devotion hymn. That my very best morning devotion hymn. I have forgotten it. It's coming. But
you can use something else.
Yeah, but okay, let's just go for oh, there's this other song again from the True Christ Witnesses at Your Body. I have still forgotten it. Okay.
Choose anything.
Oh, the Lion of Judah, mediator of mankind,
it's morning prayer song.
on that throne. Oh, the Lion of Judah, mediator of mankind, Olumba on that throne.
What comes to your mind when you hear the song?
What comes to my mind? Just like that phrase when you make away the banger. Nothing special about this particular song though. Nothing special. That's not the truth. Nothing special about this particular song when I hear it, but I just like it's just the vibes that comes with it, the rhythm, and then the duet, the part that says that Seta will never depart from the tribe of Judah until Shiloh comes, something like that. So that's just there's nothing special about that particular song.
I
for
remembered
me.
mine. Okay. There's nothing special. There's everything special about this one.
Okay.
Pam 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 pam.
Okay.
Dum 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 pam 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 pam.
Why are you now pam pamming it now? Sing the words. Let's hear.
Okay, we give thanks to thee, Alumbabu.
Okay.
For this great gift which thou givest, our joy to his parent. Now may ye be
I can understand the mixture now from English, you know.
No, I like that place in Efik. Now, why I say I like the song so much, like when I was very little, we used to attend this. Child blessing was one blissful thing that used to come once in a while. Like someday, now the compound we're staying, we had a Bethel inside the compound, like not like a Bethel, like an healing home inside the compound. So sometimes they do child blessings inside the healing home, and because we are small, so they don't tell us there's going to be something like that, and they just do it. So most times we wake up in the morning and
hear that something is actually doing.
Yeah, something. The way you just hear, oh, like, now one thing that used to happen that is very memorable is there will be so much like ginger, there will be so much song. We will see all the faces that we normally would not see, like all the artists from Ambo will come. Then there will be so much food.
That's the best part.
There will be so much food. So I think that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for the day. We are bringing to you a beautiful and educative segment. As you already know, okay, let me not boss it to you. We'll be going on a short break. We'll be going on a short break. But when we come back, we're going to give you a very super segment. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station.
3 minutes to go. Mighty of the Lord. All right. We start with those already done to explain to us their work, what they use, how they arrive at their final products in the name of holiness and love. So, starting from who has this work? Okay. Please introduce yourself and tell us how you arrive at your work. Thank you.
Amen. The God of our Lord Jesus Christ, now and forever. My name is Pedro Bishop. This house is a one-bedroom bungalow. It contains a kitchen, toilet, parlor, dining table, and the bedroom, and also a compound surrounding it with the gates, and also a roof. Then the roof, how I made it, I just built off the first top of it, then gave me this zinc structure, and also the chimney for smoke to come out from the kitchen, and that is all. The Lord black is also the Lord. Not forever.
Can you tell us the materials you used?
They are used carton, spray paint, foam, and cardboard.
Beautiful. Three are teachers of the Spirit. Please kindly step aside. Address your work. Next, please. Introduce yourself and tell us how you come about your work. Amen. Amen. Amen.
My name is Sister Blessing Felix. This cardboard house. Okay, let me see. A mini duplex. How do I call it? It has 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. 1 master bedroom and then parlor, toilet and storage. The materials involved are binding material, plain paper, cardboard, artificial flowers, this is not actually capitalized. It's like a local small store. He said nothing is a big so I expect to it can form of something. So those are the materials involved. Not very much.
I'm seeing some other things over here. So what are those? I'm seeing something like a white stuff there. Then something looking like a chair. There's something looking like a book over there.
Yes.
Okay.
The binding material I used one with clean white, make it blue. So when you put your water inside to in color.
Okay.
Then this is just an envelope cover.
Okay.
Then this is spray paint. Finish. Plain paper. That's all.
Alright, thank you. 3 attitudes of the Spirit. Let's please introduce yourself and explain to what you've done.
In the name of the Lord and King Jesus,
Amen.
This is a portrait of Dwayne Johnson and an actor. So the materials are glossy paper, charcoal pencil, a brush, and masonograph pencil. So I began by firstly shading with the HP pencil. Then I moved on with the 2B pencil and the 4B pencil. Then I blended it with the shape. In the name of the Lord,
Amen. Amen. Before we proceed, please write your names and your states attached to your work, please. Amen. Amen. Amen.
My daughter is made of plywood and carton. This one I use cover with a copper wire. Then I bring the switch with glue it that way because two metal plates of different wire production. Yeah, it's close right here, it's close. So when I turn it like this, to move forward as smoothly. Then when I turn it like this, to move backward. This one is for the left and right, this one is for the left and right, this one is for the no opening. I'm going to bring this at the back press. Then the back. These lights are white lights, behind it are blue lights, blue. When I turn the control forward, move forward, these white lights are going to shine. When I turn it to move backward, these other white lights are going to shine. Then when I turn it left, this blue and this green are going to shine. Then I turn it right, this blue and this green are going to shine. Then this other additional forward, if I turn it forward, these doors are not going to go. If I bring it down, they are going to go. That's all.
So you have to practicalize for us to see.
My name is Bro Bonadri from York City, Abuja. This is actually related. It's made up of polyester, gum, and leather exposed, and is powered by a battery, microphone battery. The switch, the bulb, 3, 4, and 6 bulbs, 1, 2, and 3 inside the pedal. It's here, and the switch, the bulb.
The name of the Lord is holy, let's sing for the Lord.
Amen.
The divine power of the Lord is holy, let's sing for the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
I'm servant sister Esther Samuel, and I made a set of jewelry using beads. A set of jewelry contains the necklace, bangles, earrings, anklets, and waist beads. And I used beads, fishing lines, stretchy lines, and earring hooks to make them. This is the choker for the neck. This is the earring. This is the bangle, and this is the necklace. Even now, forever.
Amen.
Lord, goodness and Lord,
Amen. 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 Prayer teachers, Holy Spirit. Yes. Amen.
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 This is a blessed bag. I use, we call it flower base bead. So, I use point 50 fishing line because the point 50 is like thicker. Because if I use the thin one, maybe it's going to go. So I use the thicker one. So this I'm not done. So if I will be, when I'm through with the bag, this is how this bag will look like. In the name of Allah,
Amen.
Amen. Amen. My name is Sister Daniel Faith Mustafa from University of
Amen. Prayer teachers, Holy Spirit. Brethren, it's a beautiful sight to behold. To see young talents do things like this. Isn't it beautiful? Please, a round of applause for all of them.
To the end of the stage one. Now all of you are going to pick your items and will march straight to the hall where a table is provided for you to exhibit all of this, and then our team of assessors will come and then move round one after the other. As you have registered, you take them through to your work and explain, and they will assess you. That's where the final score will come in. So pick your exhibited arts and we'll take it to the hall. It means that every one of us, we are all going to the hall where we are going to commence the everlasting gospel quotes and recitation proper. Now and forevermore. Amen.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only.
Like you're watching Star Cross Television, and on your screen is still the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Before we went on that short break, we had a beautiful segment that went really emotional, and that was because we have a top lover of song here in the studio by name Sister Unique Tabote. Sister Stella Tabot is still here with me. I'm not doing this alone, as you already know. We have Sister Stella. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Okay, so we also promised that we were going to bring to you a very beautiful segment. We have somebody standing by to give you every insight, everything you need to know about cinematography and production crafts. I know he has been giving us a lot of cinematography, but I feel there is production coming today. Yeah. I have a very strong feeling there's production coming. Okay, so we have Brother Odus in the house, Brother Odudu Ete Emmanuel. Are you in the house? Hello? Yeah, good morning, Brother Odudu. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine. Oh. How are you, Brother Oku?
I'm fine. We thank the Father. I'm here with Sister Stella.
Good morning, Brother Odus.
Good morning, Sister Stella. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, Brother Odudu, what do you have for us today?
Okay, today I will continue with what I started last week, which is a film production or movie production. So Last week we introduced the film production, where we talked about the pre-production, the production proper, and the post-production. So today I will go further to talk about production crew. Last week we started from scripting. We said that every production starts from the idea. The way you have the idea, you script down the idea. That's where the scriptwriter comes in. And from there, we can go further to audition and casting and the rest of them. So today, I will go down to talk about the production crew, which is what, has to do with the production proper. We'll get into the second part of production, which is the production proper. So I'll quickly share a slide. Yeah, this is what we talked about last week: pre-production, production, and production proper, and then post-production. So talked about the idea, scripting, audition, and casting. And now we talk about the crew. So the crew is divided into two. We have those above the line and those below the line. So we'll quickly talk about those that are above the line. So the first is the producer. Just like we already know, he is the owner of the production. He's the one that, makes the final call in every aspect of the production, who is to do what, where the movie will be marketed, where it will be played, and everything. So the producer owns the production and also owns the profit of that production. So the next is the director. He calls the shots and makes final decisions on set. Now, before I go further, I would like to explain the difference between the producer and the director. Now, the producer, like I said, owns the movie, and he makes the final call in every part of the production, whereas the director only makes the final call on set. What I mean is that once the actors and the crew members go on set, the director takes charge. However, the director still communicates with the producer on the processes and everything that is going on, which means the producer remains the director's boss. Unless, of course, if the director is also the producer, because we have some movies that you see produced and directed by maybe Teco Benson or maybe Christopher Nolan, be the director if he is technically inclined. As is made, the director only has supremacy over what goes on set. Outside the set, the producer, controls every other thing. So the producer is the one that also hires the director and probably every other crew member or most of the crew members. So the producer remains the boss of the whole production, whereas the director controls all the technical angle of the production, starting from all the crew members that are involved in the technical angle and the actors and the rest of them. So including the set designers and the rest of them, which will also explain as time goes on. So I'll go on to the next slide, where we talk about the other crew members. So we have the executive producer. The executive producer is simply the movie sponsor or investor. These are people that come in and say, okay, I'd like to invest in this movie, or I'd like to sponsor this movie. All they do is bring money, and resources and maybe facilities to, help achieve the production. Some of them might come in as free will donors, whereas the others might come in as investors, where they can say, okay, if the budget of this movie is $100 million, I'm going to bring $50 million and I'm going to, share half of the profit of the movie, just like that. So those are the ones that are investors. So they are only putting in their money to gain, percentage profit from the production. The next person is the production manager. He is in charge of mobilization and logistics, makes the final calls on non-technical issues. Now, remember we said that on set, we have the director who is in charge of all the technical issues. Now, the production manager, on the other hand, is in charge of the non-technical issues. For example, logistics and all those things that does not directly concern what is going on set, treats the person, or maybe there's a hazard on set, is the production manager that will make sure that such kind of things is handled. The production manager is also in charge of the person, what they call the transport personnel, the logistics like the caterers, and every other people that are involved in the non-technical part of the production. So they also work with the location managers to make sure that the locations are set, everything is intact. So they all report to the production manager, whereas the director handles everything that comes on set. So I'll quickly go on to the next slide, where we have, where we have the star actor. Now, these are big names and faces. Unlike the other actors, they have international influence on the market. Now, some of us know these star actors. We have so many of them. These are people that are featured in the movie to sell the movie. For example, if you do a movie in Hollywood and you bring in someone like Genevieve, or you bring in someone like maybe ROMD, or Adesuwa, all those kind of people. When you bring them in, the main reason is not just the fact that they are very good or amazing actors, but their presence will also sell the movie and make the movie like to go very, very far, and to add to the marketing and all that. So the next is the script writer. This is the owner of the scripts. Sometimes might also be the storyline. Now, like when we were talking about the pre-production, where we talked about having the idea and the script writer. So most times the idea always comes from the script writer. It's on very few occasions where ideas come and maybe you have an idea and you employ a script writer to write down your idea. Most times the idea always comes from the script writer, which means they own the story. However, some scriptwriters create scripts from maybe novels and stories written by other people. For example, when you talk about this, what do they call it, all these superhero movies, like the Avengers and the rest of them, those stories came out from comic books, which people actually wrote. And the scriptwriters of that movie only borrowed the stories from those comic books. I think the writer of those comics is one named Chinese guy. I think he's late now. I've forgotten his name. Yeah, he wrote most of all those comic stories. The one about the Iron Man, the rest of them, and story was scripted into a movie. So sometimes the scriptwriter might not be the owner of the story, and sometimes the owner of the story might not even be a scriptwriter. So at the end of the day, they work hand in hand. But the scriptwriter on set owns the story at that point in time, because the scriptwriter is the one that develops the story into lines and characters and scenes, which is what makes it a movie, because the story alone cannot be a movie unless it is put into lines and characters and scenes. So we'll move over to the next slide, where we talk about the rest of the crew members. Yeah, so we have talked about the scriptwriter and the star actor. So the next is the marketer or distributor. These guys control the market flow of the movie. they push the production to the highest level possible through branding and corporate advertising. Right. It is very important to note that the marketers are a very, very important people in the industry. They are more like the big boys of the industry because they own the flow of your profit. You know, if the marketers don't push your movie or your brand, you might not have the desired profit you're supposed to make from that movie. So the marketers control the flow, you know, then have a way of branding and marketing a movie to make it, you know, bestseller, or, you know, if you have issues with them, you might do a movie that is very, 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 very nice, but at the end of the day, it will not even go far. So the marketers are very, very important. So I think that should be the last on the list of those above the line, the crew members that are above the line. So I will go to the next one, which is those below the line. Now, the first on the list is the DOP, which is the Director of Photography. Some people call it DP instead of DOP. It's the same thing. They're usually in charge of all the camera operators, which means they control both the cameras and the camera operators. You know, the DOP is like the next command on sets after, because they also control the sound recorders and probably the lightsman, depending on the kind of production you do. Now, the next are the actors. These are the characters of the movie. We don't need to go further in explaining them. We know what actors are. The next we have the set designers. They are in charge of the outlook of every set, which means these people, just like the name implies, set designers, they design the set, they put, you know, everything in place. They look at the story, and if the story is about maybe a poor environment, they use, you know, poor materials to create a very good set that, you know, depicts the story, you know, and vice versa. So the next is the location manager. The location manager is in charge of sourcing out good locations that befit the script of the story. So wherever they'll be shooting, the location manager is in charge. For example, if they need it's a ghetto story, the location manager will go to maybe creek areas or ghetto areas and look for good places that can, you know, be used to shoot every scene. Yes. So they also sometimes work with the set designers. Now, the next is the props. They are in charge of all the accessories on the scene. Now, the difference between these props and set designers is that props are mostly in charge of just some minor details. For example, if there's a table there's a cup on the table, and there is, you know, some things that move, mostly the movable objects. That's what props are in charge of, mostly movable objects. Well, as set designers are in charge of those things that are probably not movable. For example, the whole set, if the scene, the room is supposed to be painted a particular color, or maybe the curtains and maybe the bed and some things, those ones that you cannot easily, you know, want to move. Whereas those ones that can easily move, like a cup, a plate, or a hand fan, or, you know, things that can easily be moved. Those are what props, you know, take charge of. Now, the next is the costume designer. Now, they are in charge of whatever the actors wear on every scene. You know, if they are wearing agbada, if they are wearing Ankara or suits, or, you know, lace, or whatever they are wearing, the costume designer is in charge. Sometimes in all these ancient epic movies, they get this raffia clothes, the costume designer does. The next is the makeup artist. They are divided into two, which is the facial makeup and the body makeup. Now, the facial makeup, like I already know, has to do with everything that has to do with the face, whereas the body makeup has to do with the body. For example, if the person is going to have any scar on the body or any mark or, a particular skin complexion in some areas, that's what the body makeup handles. So I think this is where we will stop for today because the crew members are very, very many. There are so many that we might not be able to finish all today because of time. We have so many, let's say by next week, we'll talk about the rest, like the gaffer, the sound recordist, the Foley artist, the continuity personnel, the stuntsmen, so many best boy and the rest of them, assistant DOP 1, assistant DOP 2, assistant directors and the rest of them. So by next week, we'll go deeper to talk about more members of the crew and their functions. And after then, we'll now move to the post-production crew where we'll talk about the editors, the sound designers, the animators, and special effect artists and visual effect artists. So I'll stop there for today. I will be taking questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Oduduete. That was a detailed summary of production. In fact, I think I can understand production almost in total from this particular lecture. But we do have a few questions. Personally, my first question, I don't know, okay, let me just start with that. My question is, how do they make money? Now, you've mentioned the start of a movie from start to finish. How do they make money? How does this movie make money? Do we, as we buy CDs, or I don't know, as we watch on, where do they make money? Where does the money come from, actually?
Okay, the movie business is a very, very big market, and there are so many avenues where these movie makers make money from. One of the major distribution outlets is the Netflix. Most people push their movies to streaming platforms like the Netflix, Showmax, and the rest of them. Now, Netflix pay movie producers according to their streaming level. So the more people are streaming your movie, the more money you're making. Now, one of the other major outlets is the cinemas, which is, I think, the first place where most movies go to. So in cinemas, people buy tickets to come and watch a movie. And sometimes during the movie premiering, people come and they can organize some sort of launching and all that, where people make donations to the movie and all that. But in the cinemas, people buy tickets, and those tickets, the movie producers have their percentage profit in those tickets. Sometimes the cinemas have to buy the movie. Like, for example, if the movie is it's a very big movie, and they'll have to buy license to show that movie on their cinema, like outright license. For example, they can say, okay, to buy Black Panther to show on their cinema, they'll have to pay maybe 100 million naira. And now they'll pay that money up front and begin to show that movie in their cinema, and they'll make that money across the years, in their cinema. Same with, there are so many other platforms. There are the commercial angle where if that movie is really big and popular, some companies will want to come in to use maybe some scenes in the movie or some actors in the movie with their character, like the character that they portrayed in that movie. They like to use it to advertise their product. And so those companies pay a huge amount of money, to use that movie to advertise their products. So there are so many outlets. Of course, there's also the sales of CD, which I know is no longer as rampant as it used to be back then, where CDs were the major source of profits in movies. These days people hardly buy CDs. So That's where these other distribution platforms come out, like Netflix, Showmax. There are so many of them. And also some movie channels, most movie channels that show movies. For example, we have all those NBC for NBC Max, O2, and rest of them. Even the African Magic movies, they usually pay to, show some movies. For example, if I do a movie and that movie is a big movie and I have big faces like RMB, Deso, and the rest of them, African Magic will have to pay me to play that movie on their channel. Depending on how big the movie is, they might have to pay me maybe 20 million naira or 30 million naira or whatever we might agree, for them to play that movie. So that's just how it is with every other channel that also play those movies. They have to pay. But if they don't pay and they happen to play that movie, that's where the legal team comes in. I forgot to mention that in those above the line. There is a guys called those in charge of the legal.
Hello, Brother Adus, are you there with us?
Hello, Brother Odus. I think he's having a network problem. Okay, thank you so much. I think you've already done justice to our question. Are you back? Are you there with us? He's already done justice to that particular question. How do they make money? How do movie makers make money? How do people that produce movie make money? How does movie itself make money? Yeah. And it's been widely explained, especially in detail. So that was what I was worried about, because I don't want to just go act movie and make no money. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I'm happy to know that the stars in the movie makes money, and the production, and everybody makes money in the movie. So it's a good one. I thought it was just music that people make money. Movie, you just act and
make a name
and go and sit down and drink Gary. So that was what I think. But that's by the way. So as you already know, that this particular show is not always just fun all the time. It's fun and very educative at the same time.
Like today, I've actually learned that there's something called the people above the line and those below the line. I didn't know. I was like, everybody.
Have you acted any movie? Have you featured in any movie?
Yes, I have.
Were you below the line or above the line?
I think just like what Brodus says, the actors are one of those persons below the line. So maybe
he mentioned star actors. Like
star actors. I don't think I was one of the star actors.
So you were below the line.
I was below the line, so I'm not disputing that one.
Okay, so there's so much. So okay, Brother Odus is back. Brother Odus, you can just maybe do a summary, so we let you go. I know it was a network problem.
Okay, so sorry about the break in transmission. I think there was a network disconnection. Okay. So that is what it is. Sometimes they can make money from legal actions. For example, if someone broadcasts a movie without permission, they can sue the person for maybe hundreds of millions. Either in dollars or in naira or whatever. So there's a whole lot of money you can make from movie production if you have good marketers and distributors.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Odudu Ite Emmanuel. It was a beautiful day with you. Just like we said, every time you come up here, we are always in a class. So thank you so much. Thank you for today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And it was nice having you. Thank you for talking to us.
Yeah.
So bye for now.
Thank you very much, Brother Odus. Yeah.
Okay, dear. Thank you.
Okay. Have a blissful Tuesday.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye for now. Okay, as you have already heard, it was very educative. And I've learned so much. I've always been above the line in everything I've done in the movie industry. I don't want to brag. hey. Brother Uncle, please tell me 2 movies you've actually acted. Okay, I can tell you actually.
Okay.
I've acted, I don't know if they actually did premiere. Since I acted the movie, I've not heard of it since then. I've acted one, I don't know, it was like a coronation kind of movie. It was a BCS movie done by Shark.
Okay.
I was above the line.
And then what made you think you were above the line? In which character or which?
Now maybe popular pass.
Popular.
Had international influence.
Like Ibro. Ibro do can
you want to argue? Had international influence.
Now, no, bro, this is just for something to argue. Can you imagine if we say he was above the line? Who knows him when it comes to acting movies? But just can you hear me?
No, it's not about. You did not hear him. It was
Produce,
not whether.
We have
He
star
didn't mean he's a
actors.
good. He didn't mean he's a good.
The prophetic statement. Let's leave it that way.
See. What Brother Odu said was, it doesn't mean that person is necessarily like a very, very good actor. Like, although
he
he's a good actor, but yeah, he's an international influence, right?
So now what
I was an international
influence.
influence. I influenced the movie. Okay, that was a bit on the lighter note.
Okay.
I've actually done nothing. If I did, you would have seen the movie. But she is always below the line. Actually, she's always below the line. Brother Adus, thank you. I know you just came back to clarify things, but thank you. We understand what you said. Everything.
Okay.
All right. So we will go on a short break. Yeah, we are all above the line. Sister Stella, you are above the line. Brother Adus, are you above the line? Like in your field of work, are you above the line? Is your position?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm a doctor and also so I'm above the line.
Wow.
You're above the line.
I am the line.
Okay, he is a line. You're above the line. Okay. Me, I will not argue it. I will not, Brother Odus, in your course of describing or placing all those people where they belong, above and below. You say the actors are one of those persons below the lines. I don't know if I actually got you right. Brother Odus, are you there?
Yes, the actors.
So
it's only the star actors.
that are above the line. So me, I don't know if I'm actually a star actor, but I don't know.
Don't
I just
worry,
had to
you are the
feature.
line. You are the line.
So you're above the line.
Okay, I'm a star presenter. So I'm
star presenter.
Okay, thank you very much, Bro Deuce, for giving us that very insightful topic concerning film or movie production. We actually learned a lot. I've learned that there's something called people above the line and people below the line, and then we have star actors and normal actors, and then we have a producer and an executive producer. So thank you very much, Brother Odus. Script writers. Good. So I really enjoyed this part of today's lecture. Thank you very much. Father bless you immensely.
All right. Thank you, Brother Odus. We've already come this far beautifully enough. Brother Odus have taken almost all the time. But today was truly, if you are watching us, today is very, very entertaining. Like, his lecture today, not just educative, it was very entertaining and fun.
Yeah.
So this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today. Brother Odus, thank you, and thank you for talking to us. We wish to see you again next week.
Yeah.
I hope you'll be here with us next week.
Certainly.
Yes, I will. Because we have more crew members to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, a lot of people below the line. People like Stella, like.
Yes.
But I'll do. They just consent to what we said. People like me below the line. Okay, no problem. Okay.
All right. Okay, so that's beautiful. By next Tuesday, we are going to have Brother Odus again. So see you by next week. For now, we are going to draw the curtain.
And do not forget, next week is the Power of Love Day. They will be wishing ourselves.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You should bring a gift on set.
Okay. Till then.
You will. You should bring a gift.
Okay. My gift will always be my motivational quote. So I don't know if I have any other additional gift to bring.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll just see what we can do. Maybe call in people and dash them a time. I don't know.
Okay.
Something.
Till then,
but there's going to be a lot of love spread around next week. So stay tuned for next week.
Yeah. So till we come across the way again next week. Do have a blissful Tuesday.
Bye for now.
Gospel Television, Gospel TV.